Hello and welcome to Lord Lukan. Here we are again, my beautiful viewers, and it's time for episode 6 of 90 Day Fiancé Love in Paradise. We'll be going to a carnival.
I just don't know, man.
And we'll do some exercise. And argue with Captain Haddock.
We're supposed to get married next week, but right now I don't even like Valentine.
Good evening, morning, night, or whatever category of daytime you're currently experiencing. If you're new, please subscribe and chuck a little like at your screen. Big loves to the members of the Lukan Manor. And a cheerful squeeze to all those who have subscribed. Right then, first port of call on our cruise of episode 7 is the Dominican Republic, with April and Valentine. And April's diplomacy skills are on full blast.
This looks like a very poor part of your country.
Yeah, nothing offensive about that, but April starts experiencing expectation trauma.
Baby.
Again, Google expectations, and then they arrive at Valentine Manor.
Oh my gosh.
You putz.
Yeah, it'll be fine, but her level 10 acting skills kick in.
I love it.
Shut up, no you don't. He doesn't even believe you. And for some reason it's got to sunset when they actually go into the house. Presumably it took that long to get her out of the car. And they're greeted by Grandma, who painted her hair on especially for the occasion.
¿Cómo estás? Bien.
And April gets to sit in the butt chair. And it's not at all awkward as they sit and look at each other. But to cut the silence, Grandma Dulux shows a bit of leg.
Mother and grandmother?
But don't worry, dinner's on the way soon. I wonder what they're having.
What are we cooking?
Mango with salami.
She looks thrilled. But mango and salami is a fairly common dish, as is basil and strawberries. Or even chicken and strawberries.
No.
And so she tries to politely refuse the idea. But having exhausted her politeness supplies, goes directly for the mildly insulting.
Like, Okay. Cat.
And Valentine dies a little bit inside. But hey, it's not like a spoiled princess to be all spoilt and princessy about it.
I would never eat that.
But why stop there? If you're going to insult their menu, you may as well laugh awkwardly and really emphasise how much you don't like it.
Le hace daño, le repugna.
Yeah, I'm with the mum.
Tuyo con Valentín.
Well, she won't be eating his salami. Hey, high five. No, just me. Anyway, the family ask about where they will live when they're married.
It's always been my impression that he understood it would not be here, but in the United States.
But then Valentine realises he's left his balls in his other trousers and gives a different idea.
Yo no estoy pensando ir para allá todavía.
And, as siblings do, his sister drops him right in it by translating what he just said.
He's done thing 2, 3 to United States now.
Oh dear. Right then, before she blows a gasket, let's get our butts over to see what the Temu Jason Momoa and Dollar Tree R. Kelly are up to. Last time we saw them, they were arguing about Jason's friend Michelle. I wonder if they've managed to find a solution.
We're supposed to get married next week, but right now I don't even like Valentine.
Nope. Does Jason remind you of Captain Haddock from Tintin? Anyway, so what happens when an immovable object meets an irresistible force?
So if she's not coming to the wedding, that's just it. If you can't accept that and us to move forward, then it must be the end.
Blimey, that escalated quickly. They were going on about singing sweet, badly written songs to each other a minute ago.
Okay, so no wedding, that's the end.
Boring conversation anyway.
Okay, fair enough then. Boring storyline anyway. So let's go see what Macho Matt and Anna are up to. And it's time to get ready for Carnival. They've even got themselves a room.
Anna lives with her family. I rented this apartment so we can have some.
Well, it's probably a little bit more Anyway, let's get to the costumes. Hey Anna, what's the dress code like?
Sexy costumes.
Sexy, you say? Well, just wait till you meet sexy Peter Pan over here.
I just don't know, man.
Yeah.
Every single one of our outfits are carefully thought out.
Yeah. Why don't you guys have a nice convincing kiss?
She has
Anyway, meanwhile over in the DR, Scotty Dog and Lydia are off to the local dildo shop.
Oh, wow.
And I wonder what Lydia has on her mind.
It's been challenging since I've gotten here.
Then they have a little play fight.
Ow! You hit me in the head!
Yeah, that was totally an accident. So they go off to have some dinner and Scotty Dog is feeling all confident with his Spanish.
Buenas noches. Bien, bien, ¿y tú?
Muy bien, vengan por aquí, por favor.
Well, he was doing okay until he got past hello and how are you bit. Then he reverts to a sort of cavemanish grunt.
Muy bien, vengan por aquí, por favor.
Yeah, good job. So they get down to doing some get-to-know-you chit-chat.
What do I do in my free time? Let's see.
Okay, nice easy starter.
I like to fly to countries like Dominican Republic and meet beautiful attorneys.
I see what he's doing there. Okay, kind of a mildly flirty answer. I wonder if Google Translate does mildly flirty answers.
Me gusta volar a países como República Dominicana y conocer cosas hermosas. Oh!
Well, that was kind of close. Skip the flirty wink-wink part. But Scotty Dog has no idea and reads her reactions to be her understanding the attorney part. And he does this, yeah, I'm so funny and suave laugh.
Okay.
So Lydia asks another question, but kind of has a slight problem with the technology.
Lydia, English.
So she gives it another try.
Okay.
Half an hour later.
Vieja países Latino para conocer.
No, not quite there.
Inglés.
This is frustrating.
Yep, definitely not quite there.
Poniendo énfasis en que salga más.
But luckily for us and our sanity, Scott has figured out what she was asking. And it was why he was travelling to Latin countries, meeting younger women and spending money on them. Scotty Dog replies that he was doing someone a favour by giving them $17,000. Because, you know, some sort of Samaritan or something.
Everything I've always done was from the heart.
And your penis.
Because that's who I am.
And it's here I'm slightly conflicted, as usual. Yes, he's made some libido-based decisions in his life. Yes, he's been scammed by a beautiful woman who saw him coming, probably because he thought there was more to it. But does that make him a bad guy? On the other side, Lydia is protecting herself from potential harm and is sensitive to red flags. In my experience, Latin folk have fire in their hearts and their bellies, and there's no way she's going to ignore what her mind sees for what her heart feels. And she believes he's just after one thing.
Placeres sexuales.
The next thing that Scott says is quite interesting. I mean, let's face it, he's not exactly the most intellectual person, and his game consists of dancing badly and corny lines, but I do have a feeling that what he says now is a vaguely truthful rendition of how he's approaching his relationship with Lydia.
I probably miss having a best friend and pillow talk after sex than sex itself.
And with that, Scott feels it totally necessary to bust out some warm-up moves. Yeah, I got no idea what all that's about. He says his back aches, but Lydia says...
Está loco.
Zooming over to another part of DR, and April, who has actually made an effort to learn some Spanish, is now dealing with finding out about Valentine's reluctance to go to the US.
So, like, ¿cuándo aprendes
No sé.
inglés?
No sé.
Ah, the manana attitude. So April gives a pretty reasonable speech about how, in order to get somewhere in life, you need to tackle multiple things in order to grow. Which was totally reasonable. If you're dating a high-achieving person, then they will expect the same from you, regardless of your background. I get that she's 38, he's 26, so the way they recognise the world might be different. But there's a phrase I've had sitting in my head for years, and that's, if not today, then when? And of course the other one, either shit or get off the pot.
Yo quiero ser alguien en el futuro. Yo no me cargo mucho. No me cargo mucho.
Sounds
porque
like
es
an
que-
excuse.
Okay, so why have the conversation that suggests you're happy to move? Then the family ask a slightly odd question.
If you want Valentine go to you to United States, why you don't come here?
Sí.
So I think that the idea behind that is, if you want him to go there so bad, why can't you come here? Maybe because they see it as a similarity. You like him, you come here.
I can't live off a couple $100. Like, you cannot provide for me, so why would I leave the United States?
So this is where the show manages to provide an anchor point for both sides of an argument very well. On one side, if it's about love, then does wealth and status matter? On the other, she's built a life and a future, so why should she give it up? For my 2 cents, if he's agreed to go to the UK, be part of her lavish lifestyle, then he should do it. If there's a problem learning English, admit it. Yes, she's had a snobby reaction to the affluence of his city and his family home, but if you're talking about a future, then stand by it. Don't shift your convictions just because your mum and your grandma with their painted hair are influencing you. Yes, you should stand by your family and respect their thoughts and feelings, but you also shouldn't mislead people in order to gain some sort of short-term passion. Well then, let's go pay Peter Pan and Tinkerballs a visit to see what's up in Sao Paulo.
Anna, are you ready?
Are you ready? Hold on to your pants. What the actual? Has he come as a car wash? Well, I guess it couldn't get much worse.
These medicated socks that I have to put on are very annoying.
Well, flip my budgery car, it sure could. But surely it can't get any worse than that.
All right, I need your opinion on my shoes.
I think that I'm a 70-year-old playing golf is definitely the one for you. But don't worry, Matty Poo, Anna's here to support you.
Matthew's medicated socks.
So they gets to partying.
If you want.
And over in the DR, and it's one last visit to Budget R. Kelly and Captain Haddock's place.
I'm waiting and hoping and wishing on a prayer that he's gonna stop me.
Ah, I see. It's a big dramatic exit thing. Yeah, well, good luck with that.
And my way of dealing with hard things is to just move forward.
Well, you sure as hell weren't backing up on it. Anyways, that's it for this episode. It's been great seeing you, and I look forward to doing it again soon. Until then, my sweet peas, stay beautiful. Love to my 3. You take care of yourself.